What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a long awaited episode of Hanging Heavy. As always, I'm your boy Desecrator, and today's show is going to be a little different because your boy Desi is all by himself. And that's because Poppy decided to take it upon himself to better his future, and he decided to go back to school. So he won't be joining me today because his new work schedule and school schedule is really fucking up his shit. It's fucking up the rotation, you know? And that's alright. I want Papi to do good, you know? I want Papi to excel. I want him to achieve great things in life. And I've been gone mostly because of some personal issues and maybe it's time that I fucking say why the show has been gone for almost a month. And that's because about 3.5 weeks ago, I found out that my oldest brother passed away. And it was sudden, and it caught everyone off guard. So I've been busy going back and forth between where I live and where he lived. Luckily, he lived in Texas, and it's a long drive, but it's manageable, you know. And fuck, man, death is never something you want to have, especially somebody in your immediate family. But I mean, it's also part of life. I've come to peace with my brother's passing, and all I can do is keep him alive in my memories. But because he was a veteran for almost 30 years in the force, he was a technical sergeant in the Air Force for fucking almost 30 years, like I said. So I'm gonna go ahead and play taps for my brother one last time, and then I'm gonna follow that by a 10-second moment of silence for all of the lost ones we've all lost. I'm not the only one dealing with death, but let's just pay our respects to the fallen men and women of the American Armed Forces and just the loved ones lost throughout the last couple of years. It's really hit home, and it was a rough couple of weeks, really. We finally buried my brother thanks to a bunch of legal bullshit that we had to go through, but it's done, and I just want to make sure that he knows that we gave him the respects he deserves, and he went out the way he deserved, like a hero. So again, I'm gonna play taps, and then we're gonna have a 10-second moment of silence. With that being done, again, I just want to re-thank all the servicemen that are active duty, and thank you again for all the veterans that served, that did a tour, that, I mean, even just had the balls to sign up, really. Thank you for your sacrifice and for your willingness to give up your life for the life of your countrymen. And with that, we usually start the show off with a shot, but this shot again will go out to my brother. In cleaning out his apartment, we found that he had a fucking vast shot glass collection, and I snagged a couple. And the one that I'm gonna do my shots from now on the show is a all black typical shot glass, but it's got Jack Daniel's whiskey and some floret design in like a gold leaf pattern. So this one's for you, Junior. Man. So yeah, that's why I've been away. And when there's a death, there's always drama. It sucks, but every family has drama. No family is perfect. And time will heal all wounds, but some wounds are too fresh. So I'm just going to leave it at that. And with that being said, I want to just remind everyone that even decides to listen to this show, thank you. You don't have to. It means a lot to know that there's people that actually listen to this fucking stupid ass, dumbass, garbage ass fucking podcast. But yeah, thank you, because it does mean a lot. Now, I haven't done a solo show in quite some time, so forgive me if it's a little rough. But I'm gonna, I guess, use this awkward pause to hear a word from one of the show sponsors. So let's get into that.
Now, I know there's many chilies out there on the market, but ain't no one gonna tell you this chili ain't like a punch in the mouth. Texas style, Texas made. Sloppy Seth, Texas chili.
Again, I want to thank the people out there at Sloppy Seth's Texas Chili for filling up my belly with that good. But yeah, as I was saying, I've been gone for the last month pretty much because of this whole fucking ordeal with my older brother. And on top of that, once we finally got a funeral date, I mean literally a couple of days before we were set to leave, our fucking water heater exploded. I'm talking about being woken up in the middle of the morning because I live in a 2-story house, humble brag. But being woken up to the whole downstairs being flooded.
Well, I don't know, Dad.
And by flooded, I mean submerged in at least 2 inches of standing water. I have tile in my house, so that water wasn't being absorbed by carpet or tapestries or anything. Straight fucking standing water in the entire house. So my house was built in the 90s, and for whatever dumbass reason they thought the idea of a sunken living room like the 70s was a good idea.
You need like shut the fuck up.
But it's honestly, god damn it, where is it? It's not a good idea.
Yeah, you like that, idiot.
And that part of the entire house, my entire living room, was submerged in under, I'm gonna give it on the easy light side, 5 to 6 inches of just straight water. Now, that's a lot of fucking water. My living room is pretty big, right? It's got a full couch, a love seat, a fucking humongous coffee table, a ginormous wooden TV entertainment center, a coffee table, and a leather recliner. So this thing is fucking fully decked with furniture, and all of that furniture was fucking under 6 inches of water. So already dealing with a month-long headache of trying to get my brother laid to rest. This shit happens fucking 2 days before we're about to leave. Now, the good thing, it happened on a Friday morning. We were able to contact the insurance, and they were able to send somebody out the fucking Sunday, right? So literally Friday morning, we tried our best. I was sweeping water out of the front door, out of the back door, out of the hallway, out of the 3 downstairs bedrooms, the fucking bathroom, a spare closet. Fuck, man. It was a motherfucker. And it got really, I don't even know how to say it. Like, fucking, are you fucking kidding me? Like, when it rains, it pours. As cliche as it sounds. Fucking, just shit stacked on top of shit. Stacked on top of shit. Oh my god, man. Fucking, I've been getting kicked in the ass for the last month. And honestly, it didn't look like it was gonna get any better. But then, just, you gotta stay optimistic, right? What the fuck else can go wrong? At this point, the house is gonna burn down? Fuck. So fucking, in the mad scramble of trying to get the water out, we used a wet dry shop vac to try to get the entire living room out of fucking 2,000 leagues under the sea. Chinga. But it wasn't working, right? It's a small shop vac, so I mean it can only pull out like 2 gallons of water. Then you gotta dump the fucking bucket, then you gotta do it again, and it's gonna take fucking all day to relieve. I don't even know how big the living room is. Let's just call it 20 feet by 13 feet, right? It's a big room, and fucking 5 to 6 inches of standing. Let me pull it up. Let's room size calculator. Okay, so let's go to good calculator. Now room size calculator. Let's do 20 by 13. Yeah. With a, oh fuck, that's the whole thing. I just want one room, right? Let's just do with a, this is too confusing for me, so I'm gonna get out of this one. Square foot calculator, that's better. Yeah. So let's do 20 by 13. Calculate. So square footage, that's about 260 square feet, right? 260 square feet. 260 square feet. Let's see. 260 square feet under 6 inches of water. Okay, so here we go. A formula of gallons of water per square foot. So it's 216 square feet, right? Get the fuck out of here. Okay, so this is not helpful. Square feet formula. How much water fits in a square foot? 7.8. So 7.48 times. Hold on, let me do that. 7.48. 7.48 times 216. So about 1,615 gallons of water. How many liters is that? 1615. 1615 gallons of waters to liters for the rest of the world. Fuck, man. Okay, so 1,615 gallons of water equals roughly to 6,113 liters of water for the rest of the world. It was a fuck ton of water. And the thing is, it's a fully furnished house, right? So there's lamps, TVs, fucking DVD players, cable boxes, everything plugged in, right? All the furniture's in use. And fucking my first instinct is when I see 6 inches of standing water in my living room, I have a surround sound, or I have a sound bar on my TV, and it has a subwoofer. The subwoofer is planted on the ground. This subwoofer was half underwater. My instinct was to go and pull it out of the water so that it's no longer submerged and so that I could unplug it. But what my retard ass didn't take into account is there's live electricity in this room. I didn't even take into consideration that there could be electricity going through all this water. I just fucking had to get Bubba, you know? And I pulled the subwoofer out and I tilted it at an angle to drain the water out of it. And fucking that's when we started trying to slowly evacuate all the water out of my fucking living room. And this shop vac shit wasn't working. We have a water pump, but every time you need some shit, you can never find it. And I live in a impoverished part of Texas, right? So there's always some asshole trying to steal your shit. And I'm gonna take a guess and say that my fucking water pump was stolen. So I had to, instead of wasting the entire day and possibly burning out the shop vac, I took it upon myself to go and buy a new fucking water pump. And I went to Home Depot, not a sponsor, and I bought a fucking indoor-outdoor water pump, right? So fucking I'm over here relieving the living room of fucking almost 2,000 gallons of fucking water, and my girlfriend and my father are trying to clean the rest of the house with the shop vac. Man, it took almost an entire hour to finally get all of the major amounts of water out of the living room. I want to say anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. And that was just the start of it, right? Like, that's just getting the water out. Now we gotta fucking check everything for water. And man, it was a motherfucker. We were only able to essentially get the floors dry and all the water out of the house. And we called the insurance and fucking we had to buy a new water heater, right? We fucking needed one. Our shit literally exploded. Fuck, it was just a poor timing, you know? So fucking the insurance people sent somebody that Sunday. This shit happened Friday morning. Shout out to fucking, I don't even, Serve Pro. It's the name of the company that came and did the water damage assessment. They fucking put down industrial fans and dehydrators in every fucking room. My house sounded like it was gonna fucking take off and start flying. And we had to leave, right? I mean, we have the funeral. So fucking leaving to finally lay my brother to rest. The back of our fucking minds was the house. We left everything running, like all these dehumidifiers and these industrial fans, because I mean, water, it's water damage. Even though we live in Texas, a fucking mold will fucking kill you, you know? So that on top of the shit we were already dealing with. Okay, so fucking we get back and they're like, "Oh yeah, well fucking you got to leave these going for a couple more days." And living in Texas with the air conditioning off, ooh-wee, that shit's a no-no.
God damn it, Bobby.
So fucking we muscled through that, and then the day comes that we can finally turn off all these fucking dehumidifiers and shit. So we do, and the indoor temperature literally is 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Let me go ahead and do the calculations for 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So, yeah. For the rest of the world, 37.7 degrees Celsius indoors all day for 3-4 days. Fucking the day comes that we can finally turn the air conditioner on, and again, this house was built in the 90s. We haven't replaced the fucking AC unit in ever. And fucking it's powering through the night, you know. We finally get the house cool. The next day the AC's fucking dead. Now we have to fucking call. We have one guy that regularly does maintenance on our air conditioner. He knows it in and out pretty much at this point. So he's like, well, it's been a while since I put Freon in it. Maybe it's just a Freon. So he comes and he checks his shit and whatever the fuck, and I don't know what he does, but I mean, it cost us $200 or whatever just for him to come and fix it. Fuck. So on top of having to buy a new water heater, fucking a disastrous experience trying to get my brother buried, cleaning out my entire house, not having AC for a fucking almost a week. Shit is, it's depressing, really. Now we had to wait for the insurance adjuster to show up, which they showed up like I want to say the weekend after we got back from the funeral. Fucking. So we essentially couldn't do anything, move anything, until the person came to look at all the damage and assess what we needed to do. And right now we're still in a fucking point to where we have our thumbs up our ass until they can tell us, hey, go ahead and fucking replace everything, right? They told us to fucking go look at furniture that's similar to what we have so that they can give us, I guess, a base estimate of what they can give us for our furniture. Our furniture was almost brand new, right? Fucking, I don't, it's fucking mess. If you ever had to deal with water damage in your house, fucking, you know what the fucking deal is. It sucks. Now again, I live in Texas, so drying shit out is a real easy process, but insurance just sucks to deal with always because you're waiting on somebody else's opinion, and that's rough, right? We could have had the entire house cleaned out already and gotten ready for reconstruction or whatever the fuck, but we can't do anything right now until the fucking insurance company gives us the go ahead to start dealing with our shit. They just told us, if you're gonna rent a hotel to sleep at because your house is fucked, like, just make sure you keep the receipts. Eventually we'll reimburse you. If you look at new furniture and you find something you like and you buy it, and we kind of agree with what you paid for it, we'll reimburse you. We may not give you full retail, but we'll give you something. Man, shit sucks. I understand the process, I get it. Just sucks ass when you have to fucking do it yourself.
Dip, 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 dip.
So I don't know, I guess I just having someone, something, somewhere, a vessel or a platform to vent helps. And I honestly missed recording. I missed chatting with the boys, you know? But fucking life hits everyone, and sometimes life isn't easy. Again, like, all of this shit is happening all at once, and it's hard, but one day at a time is all we can really do. So we're doing that. We're in the process of one day at a time. But yeah, fucking let's skip all this fucking drab bullshit. We'll hear another word from another one of our sponsors, and then we'll get on to something a little lighter.
A recipe coming all the way from the Villa Antigua, handed down generation to generation.
This chorizo is so juicy, it'll end up running down your chin.
You'll be hooked from the first taste, all the way till the last drop.
Some have described it as finger licking good, but this chorizo is so good, it's finger sucking good.
O como decía mi abuelita, tan jugoso que lo vas a mamar sin parar.
Get it today. El chorizo de papicitos.
Pero cuidado con el chorizo. Might need it for later.
Again, shout out to Papicitos Chorizo. But yeah, after all of that,
And that's all I have to say about that.
yeah, this episode is just pretty much me venting, so whatever. It is what it is.
I'm not a smart man, but I know what love is.
So I guess we'll just leave it at that. When I do these episodes by myself, I like to run it 30 minutes anyway. So we're catching up to that already. So, fuck it.
Shut up!
Again, thank you guys for listening. I'm your boy Desecrator. Hopefully next week will be a lot better. As always, much love. And Region Rare.
This is Hanging Heavy.